Hello everyone, welcome back to the South Bay Syndicate. We were in the Discord today chatting about Boba 7 and the different updates that we think we can make building off our success in last set. And I wanted to take a look first at Cunning with Ashes of the Empire because the only new bounty hunter you really got from Ashes was the Fennic the 3/3 Saboteur Ambusher. This could be significant. There are a lot of Sentinels with shields and other pieces where you can pick up a quick credit. We're going to pair it with the other Saboteur bounty hunter from the last set. So we're gonna play two of each of those. Early on, we're gonna try and go Aura Sing or follow over the code, but we're gonna Canyon Front Runner if we have initiative to try and take control of the board that way, and then our space pieces. The other thing Cunning brings in is Mist Hunter for some card draw, Hold for Questioning for some disruption, and then Forlom and Zuckuss for some nice comboing of bounty hunters in the 4 and 5 range. And then with some of our ships being transports, we can take advantage of the Boba Fett pilot to do extra pings or put a shielded bounty hunter on the ground if we need it. And then the newer Boba Fett does a lot of work. We're trying to one of the new ship right now. We really like this because it cuts past shields. And then into our end game, in the red version, we had bigger ships and planetary bombardments. In this one, we're going to go with maybe a ready Thrawn, a Kira that can do some extra damage, Trash Walker to bring back our bounty hunters, and then Ravager as an ultimate finisher. Let's jump into some games with Boba Cunning from Ashes and see what we can do with it. As we load in, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us, supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. If you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment with your favorite pieces of Ashes Empire, it's super helpful. And then, as I mentioned, we're chatting a lot in the Discord about different sets, and we'll be in there. There'll be a link in the description. We're going to start here without the initiative, but we do like our new Ambusher and some other pieces, so we're going to keep this. And we're playing against a Fennic Data Vault. We'll see how it goes. Thrawn is a bit of ways away, so we're going to go ahead and resource there. And then I think we'll try out our new guy along with the Mist Hunter piece. So this is just going to be an easy trade for them. If they don't trade here, I do like the Fennic to pick up a credit. Pull for Questioning could come in handy. But I think we're going to go wider in space. Some of that card draw could be really nice. So here, oh, nice for them. Here we're setting up the opportunity to create some card draw. I think at first what we're going to do is ambush just to pick up the card draw and do some damage there to maybe create a credit after. Get our card draw because we played a bounty hunter. And we're going to go ahead and claim from here. Okay, so they have collateral damage. The Forlom is going to be perfect here to allow us to take out the Urk and pick up a credit. It also is going to create card draw from the Mist Hunter. And we're going to be in a situation where we can flip Boba and maybe take out the Fennic depending on what they have. They've already pushed some decent damage though. So we'll see if we can get another Urk out. And we'll get our card draw again. We will flip. We'll pick up another credit. Now we're definitely looking for one of our bigger units. The Target Tagger and the Haymaker are also strong. We're going to resource our early Bounty Hunter. And they're pretty far ahead in damage, but we're starting to clear the board out. And so we'll see if we can take advantage of that. We will go ahead and take that and pick up another credit. This is a big old 6 cost. We're going to beguile that. They got the train, they got their own beguile and aggressive. So they're very close to finishing us off. So we have to be very careful on hoping that, what do we want to do? Do this. We can draw a Thrawn. I think that would be huge. We'll get our attacks in. See what we can get. Another beguile could be really hard. Really, if they play that guy again. So this beguile is gonna probably win it for us. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. So let's do the math on that. We're gonna get another 9 in. We're gonna be able to play out here to push extra damage. And that should be enough to finish them off. So double beguile in this case. Otherwise, I think they would have had us. They were pushing a lot of early damage just with the Urks and the ability. And then we were able to slow them down. Double beguile a little crazy. And then we got our credits to kind of go wide on the board and finish them off. GG's to our opponent. We'll go to our next game and see what happens there. We got Pig Squeaks on Luke Data Vault. We definitely want to try and push some damage early here and not that let them take over late. We have the initiative, which is great for Canyon Runner, but then we don't have anything to play after that. So we're going to mulligan this one into almost the exact same hand. So here we go. I guess they really wanted us to try this. And they got some CBG sleeves here. That's a local team. So we'll see how we're able to do against them. I do like that we drew a bounty hunter. So we're going to get at least something going here. We'll be able to push 3 damage, but they're going to be able to heal it. Heal one of them. But if we're lucky enough, we'll be able to sequence to get this bounty hunter to finish them off. But they may try and claim to flip that around on us. Let's see what happens. There's the Gonk droid. Imagine a claim here. Yeah. They got the claim. We got another Beguile. We're getting a lot of top end pieces that could be useful. We're going to put the, is that our second Kira down? We're going to put a Thrawn down just because we want to try out some of these newer cards. And I think our preference here is to go follow the code into Yaddle, pick up that credit, and then maybe we play the Craving Power, or we Beguile what they play off of the Gonk. All right, so they decided to go in. I think in that case, we kill off the Gonk, pick up the credit, trying to keep our trade efficiency up. I think that opens up the opportunity for us to do that. We'll pass and see what else they do. Ooh, okay. We'll go ahead and send that back to hand. Ambusher, Kellerin, okay. Send that back to hand felt pretty good. Kellerin, okay, we're gonna need the bigger unit. See if we can pick up another credit here, leading into some of our nice plays. If we can get Ravager out early into Kira, that could help us keep the board under control. We're in a weird spot right now where they have an option. We haven't pushed any damage yet, is really the weird spot we're in. So what we're going to do is hit them for 5 this way, and then actually attack in here because we know they have the ambusher on the ground and we don't want to take any hits from that. Otherwise, our Boba would be dead. So here's a great draw. We might be able to ready Thrawn and push 13 to base. Luke's going to come out, right? So we're going to hit base for 6. We're going to play out our Kira with a token. We're going to hit Luke for 3. Now we have 2 ways to deal with Luke, and then possibly bringing out Ravager next turn. Go ahead and claim. We can now... Sorry, just thinking through the line. We can now attack in with Boba, clear Luke, pick up a credit, and we'll see what they do from there. Because we can play Thrawn or Ravager. Ravager will kill this, setting up an opportunity for us to drop Thrawn and kill what they have on the ground, and that could be a very nice combo for us. And I think if they go Kellerin, what we'd look at there is by playing Ravager, this would become a 7/7 as well. They play Rex, that's okay too. We use the 2 credits to play Ravager. We'll be able to trade in with Kira here. Then when we play Thrawn, we should be able to clear their board. Hold for questioning could also be excellent here. I like, it's interesting because you want to keep units in both arenas because it will let you, but I don't think they go heavy space. So we like having multiple ground units. We wouldn't mind hold for questioning. We'll go ahead and swing 8 to base. We wouldn't mind hold for questioning something to try and grab removal or Bo-Katan. There's the Kellerin, which we expected. So here we're able to deal 7 damage, and then they have to choose to let us capture this. What a great combination between Thrawn and Ravager that we're able to utilize here and put in some work against our opponent. We'll see. They all right, so they do allow us to ready Thrawn rather than capture. So let us put 8 more to base. We don't have really a 6 cost. We have the 1 6 cost. So if we draw that, we're able to clear the Sentinel. Okay, so they're gonna go back. Yep. It's gonna deal the damage. They're gonna maybe let us capture. Maybe they have removal. It'll be interesting because even now with this setup, if they let us capture, then they have removal next turn. By defeating Thrawn, we get the win defeated, which will allow us to capture this unit still and swing for 8. So we're really in a very nice spot to push more damage. We actually drew the ship here, so we can play these 2 for 8 or these 2 for 8. So I'm feeling good about staying at 8 resources and having a very efficient turn from that perspective. We will go ahead and swing to base, get our damage in, right? This will allow us to deal 4 damage. So we'll deal damage equal to its power, then we can ready it, and then we can attack. And then that'll let us finish them off with Thrawn. But GG's to our opponent here. I think we were able to curve in the right way to take them out. They had another one in place. These very nice sequencing, I think, of what this deck can do and what can make Boba so powerful with some of these different cards that are available now. All right, let's jump into another game and see how we do. I think a good showing so far of seeing the capabilities of this Boba deck. And I'm excited to see other matchups and how we do against them, if we're able to load into a game. While we're waiting, just a reminder, if you check out our Ezra Splash video, we are doing a giveaway off of that video. You can go check it out and see the Jabba and Rey giveaways with our sponsors from Lost Planet and Torrance. Thank them again so much for partnering with us on that. And you guys can go check out that video and win some fun prizes. Okay, here we don't need, we're not going to probably take advantage of the Canyon front runner. I'm seeing a lot of this Ahsoka out there. I don't know if you guys are, but definitely seeing a ton of this deck out there. Good mix between space and ground, pushing damage, and really boosting. So I think what we're going to do here is either play 2 units next turn or the Zuckuss. We'll see. We will go ahead and push our damage here. No boost for them there, so that's nice for us. But you can see how they're going to be able to keep initiative and keep some pacing. And this one isn't in space right now, which favors us. There's a little bit of a weakness for Boba in space. If you look back at our sideboard, we definitely are very space heavy in protection. And then within the deck, we still have our ambushers and a couple other pieces to interact. I think that balance is going to be important with the new sets. Speaking of which, I think in this case, we're most likely not getting initiative. So we're going to put the Canyon Frontrunner down and keep an option for a space ambusher. We're really trying to pick up a credit here and then draw into something bigger to deal with their Ahsoka flip turn. Hopefully we can clear the board before Ahsoka flips as well. I think our ideal play here is Zuckuss because we want to find a path to clear the board next turn. Okay, so they go in and trade out, setting up a draw, and we get to see a little bit more of what's in their hand. They have a dark saber. We are going to get some damage in. They can also trade out here, keeping us from a credit, but I think we're definitely looking for a craving power now that we've seen the dark saber Obi-Wan. That is most likely a combo that they're looking to bring out. Go ahead and play this. Both of our units have saboteurs, so we're not super worried on that front. And we're able to claim initiative. And there's a high likelihood that we're able to pick up a credit here. Also with Zuckuss's ability, if you control another bounty hunter unit, You can deal damage equal to this unit's power to a ground unit. So we're going to be able to do some interesting things here. And picking up this credit right now will be great for this Boba Fett. So right now we're going to crash in here, and then we're going to deal damage equal to this unit's power here. We get a credit. And now this Boba Fett's ability with the credit could allow us to wipe this out. So we'll see what they end up playing. This is an ideal situation for us trying to stay ahead of the Ahsoka and really ahead of their flip turn. And having this Boba Fett out can represent a threat to that Ahsoka leader. I think we're perfectly fine with this. Yeah, this is I would say this is an ideal situation for us because we are going to pick up credit here. We're going to go ahead and play this and trigger it with a credit. Clear that out. We don't need that credit as well. Now, if we had our bigger units, we could have played a 9 cost there, and we just drew it. So that was a very interesting sequence, where if we didn't go that path and we decided to take another credit there, we would have had 9 credits and be able to play Ravager on 6. And so now their leader is in check. They don't have any units on the board. They can't use the support. And though we've taken a lot of damage early, we're really taking control of the game. Plus we have the Craving Power. Yep. So the Craving Power here will take care of their leader. And now they're just in a tough spot. I think we are going to go with... we're going to go here, pick up the credit. And we're just going to push damage to base. We're going to not hurt ourselves. We're not going to do damage to our own ground unit. Now we can play the Ravager this turn, and pretty much at this point I think the game is over. The Ravager is a bit of a win more because we have enough power on the ground to finish them off. And we have 2 Saboteurs to try and get through Sentinels that they would throw down. So a lot of things in our favor here. 17 damage, and GG's to our opponent there. I think we saw how we were able, going into it, thinking about that leader and what we needed to do, and we're able to execute on that plan. And we will go to our next game. All right, here we have Cad Blue. I think if you've been watching our videos, this has been quite the nemesis for us. We have not been able to really beat it at all. And this is a decent card because we're going to get initiative, but we have no bounty hunter right now. So let's keep it and see how it plays out, because we have some synergy as well with our pilot. And we'll see if we can get back to these pieces with what's going on. So I think the play, they might, when we do this, they might just end up claiming instead of pinging. Which is okay, it just kind of changes the game a little bit. We draw another one. We're not super worried about that. So this is going to play out a little bit differently. I think we go Miss Hunter, try and start some card draw. Into Zuckuss, and then we can go, okay, we do like that. So let's see what we got going on here. This can deal 2 damage, and we can put this guy down. That could be the play here, or we could go Zuckuss. I think we might like Zuckuss here, because it represents more of a ground threat with our leader, and we want to protect our leader a little bit. And similar to the last couple of games, we're taking a little bit of early damage while we try and set up our combinations. So we're going to attack in, draw Thrawn, which is nice. They have the answer there. We're going to be able to flip our leader. We have Craving Power, and we're going to try and do some work. There's the Forlom. We'll go ahead and put this down. Bring out our leader. Our leader is susceptible to some of what they're going to try and do, the worm and other things like that. We are going to try and pick up a credit here. We will go ahead. We're going to go ahead and pick up that credit. We'll see what they have. I do expect the worm to come out. But if we're able to sequence and get the Ravager out, maybe we can take control. They're going to have removal. There's the worm. I think we all knew that was coming. Can't really take it out here, but what we'll do is we'll be in a tough spot, right? I think we'll go ahead and Craving Power here. Force them to attack into us. Having 7 health is tough. So I think we're in trouble here. So I think the best we can do is push some damage and then rely on some of our bigger pieces later. We still have the option if we could have picked up another credit to Thrawn Ravager. I think we definitely just play Thrawn here at cost, trying to get ourselves to that Thrawn Ravager turn and see what happens with it. So they did let us capture this, making me think maybe they have some removal. Ooh, okay. 3 is gonna do it. They're gonna be able to now attack in. We don't have another unit out, so we can't capture. We'll go ahead and claim. They get both of those back. We are going to take 11 damage at least this turn, so we'll play out this guy and see if we can pull off the Thrawn combo, because it will kill Ninth Sister, and then they'll have to make a decision around the cyborg. They have it. Oh, okay. I was gonna say GG, but they're not on chat. So definitely good sequencing by them. Really put us in a tough spot. They had the removal at the right times. This Cad Blue is just very good, and so we'd have to do a lot more testing with our Boba to figure out how to approach this matchup. And I think them having the initiative really helped it out with the card that we had. We'll go ahead and jump to our next games. We get a couple more in before the video ends. Hope you guys are enjoying this coverage. Again, we were talking a lot about Boba and the new sets. We're going to explore red and blue as well, but wanted to start with yellow because that is where the most impactful new bounty hunter came from. And there are some fun cards that we're seeing and playing from the new set as well. No turn 1 here, so we'll go to Mulligan. We do have the initiative. We have a bounty hunter actually, so while the Canyon Frontrunner can be good with initiative, I like the bounty hunter sequence better to really get our engine online. So we're going to go ahead and play this. They have an okay answer, but we'll go ahead and pick up that credit. Play out our Saboteur, which will let us cut into here, and then I think what we'll want to do is we'll go ahead and take that out, pick up another credit. We're up to 6 credits already, so we could play the Boba and defeat that if we wanted to, or we can just play out our Forlom with 1 credit and clear the way for our leader next turn. The Haymaker also gives us an opportunity to do some work. There's a Beguile, which could come in handy, but I think we're going to need the units more. We'll get our leader out. We will push. We'll play him out just to have it on the board. Sure. Take our credit so they can't get a 4th card, I guess. So they were really able to reload their hand. This takes out their Thrawn. Plus we have an Ambusher. We don't have any of our big units, but this would be perfect timing. We will go ahead and play this out to get some indirect in. They are going to what? Okay. We'll Haymaker in, keeping us out of range of dying to them. And then we'll kill off their leader and pick up another credit. We didn't need to see that. We definitely want to see some other cards right now. That's also unfortunate. So they got some top end. We did not. And I think that's playing out for them in a good way and us in a bad way. But we will use our leader or our Boba pilot here, push some damage, get out our bounty hunter down here that can finish that off. And we have drawn into some very nice pieces. I think we actually need to resource here so we can get the Ravager out. We will kill that off. Up that. Play out the Ravager. Token. And we'll go from there. We got Craving Power, which they probably have removal. Yep. Now they're in control, right? We've drawn only little stuff, and they've drawn big stuff, and we're just stuck. Right, we're in a weird spot where they top ended and we are not. Very good use for them, I think, of that, and I think that's GG's. We just can't draw any top end on that one. If we look through, we did see the one Ravager, the Cure at the same time, and that was it. So we'll go ahead and jump into another game. Very nice by them. Great use, I think, of that new card where you defeat your own unit and get to bring it back. Really came in handy a couple times, and they could have used it in theory on Ninth Sister at one point, which would have been brutal for us because we had dug a lot of damage into it. We are missing our first turn here. As you kind of see in the ups and downs of this deck, right? There are pieces that are good. There are pieces where we wish it was different. We probably won't get to this. I think the Haymaker could be really good. The Hulk for Questioning can also be good, but what we're going to do in this scenario is play out our space unit and see what they do. It was probably the one time we didn't want initiative, if we're being honest, because it would have let us just ambush there and action control. But that is not how it happened. At least they get no extra value out of that card. We are happy to play Mist Hunter here and Haymaker it. If they have a pilot, then we are going to be in a really weird shape. So we'll see what happens. See if they have the pilot or not, or another way to boost it. But really all we want to do is have our unit live right now. Then we can take advantage of the space arena a little bit. We also have no ground presence, which isn't ideal, but let's see how it plays out. They do have Han Solo, so they have the perfect answer. From this point, I think, as odd as it might sound, the game could be over. The Craving Power is the perfect card for us to draw. Okay. We're going to go ahead and flip here. We are going to finish that guy off. And now we're able to push some of our own damage, which feels really good. And Thrawn is just one turn away, and we have a Haymaker right now. So it's going to be kind of a race. And the Thrawn could help us win that race. In fact, if they do deploy their leader, which I don't think they will do, yeah, more sense. I think it'd be very difficult for us to get them to deploy their leader. But if they do, we will be able to pick up a token here. Now we're kind of baiting, right? We will play the Thrawn out now. See if they let us capture one. I think they have to let us capture one. But I don't know if they're going to have an answer for Thrawn. So they've been very... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so there might be something where we would be very careful about with this race, because for them to let us ready the Thrawn and swing for 8 makes me think that they think they can kill us in 2 actions, but I don't think that's possible. So I feel pretty good about our situation. I'll hand over the token. We'll go ahead and swing for 8. And now we have lethal here. They're able to get us pretty good up to 23, but we're able to win. GG's to our opponent there. It was just a race, right? We were in a race. They had drawn into the pilot leader, which I thought was going to be the end for us. And then we top decked the Craving Power. We're able to take back control of the game. Pick up a credit there to get Thrawn out early and force them to either let us take their unit or not. And then we had their leader in check. So they really read that correctly, that we had answers to their leader each time. And that went a long way. Ezra never even came out. Let's do one more game. I think we're seeing a good mix of different archetypes and ways that we're playing. We have one more matchup here with a Krennic yellow, which I don't know if you guys have been seeing this going around, but Krennic is quite scary right now with all the different things you can do. We're going to keep this one. We're going to keep one Canyon front runner and see if we can get our ambusher going for some value before the Krennic can take it away. I think we'll put this ship away and see if we can... Actually, we'll put the ship. See what else we can draw. Definitely looking at options for Galactic, and Boba always comes to mind for me. I know it's not like a hot deck out there right now, but I really enjoyed piloting it and the different ways you can approach Boba, and thinking about these different combos over the next 6 weeks, either for the last chance or the open. I think could be a really fun deck to bring. Maybe even Eternal, with it having a lot of different bounty hunters we can start to bring in. We haven't even really explored it, but could be fascinating. So I think here they're going to get this credit anyway, so we might as well get our own credit to try and get ahead. But we will take advantage of the new bounty hunter's ability, pick up a credit, keep them off credit, and hope that is the right play for us. Hope for questioning is also nice, so we can see what they're trying to do in their hand. And we can play out our Forlom. And we're going to go ahead and attack. It's fine. They probably have a ramp again. Okay, we'll play that out. Just going to put a big unit out. Sure. That's really good value for them. And we get punished for the big unit. And we should remember that they're on Krennic Yellow, which is Legacy Run, which you don't normally think of. But there it was. Can we get to Ravager? I think in this case, we have to go ahead and utilize our Forlom so that we can pick up that credit to try and get to Ravager faster. They could definitely have another Legacy Run, so we have to be careful of that. But they kind of want to unit out now so they can take advantage of Krennic's flip ability. Let's see what happens. They're doing a good job drawing cards. I definitely had a misplay there. I should have played out the Forlom. They baited me out on the Legacy Run and they got me. And let's see what they go after here. Tear the ship apart, which is not something we're running. So we'll go ahead and bring out our leader. They might sack the... Oh, they don't. Okay, great. So we get another credit, which is very helpful for us. They have a 1. Okay. All right, so we got a lot of options in hand now. We can bring out Kira. We can hold for questioning and craving power. We can pick up another credit and bring out our Ravager. They're going to do 1 damage. Is that right? They're going to do 1 damage. They're going to get our Ravager. Okay. Or they're going to get our craving power. They get our Ravager. That makes sense. We are going to do our own taking apart things in their hand. We will take the craving power. They've got a lot of nice things coming. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick up our credit. Okay. We're gonna hit them here for 5, and then we're gonna pick up 1 more credit. All right. We got another Ravager, which is a great draw. Just what we want. If we can play the Ravager out to the Kira, we can have answers for these giant things they're going to be playing. But also, they can take control of one of our units and then sack it. So we are a bit worried about that. But I guess we need them to use those cards. We're going to play this out. Use our 2 credits. They're going to claim, I assume. Well, we will push our damage to base. We'll get our own Trash Walker out. Trask, sorry. We'll grind down this last game. There's them taking control. We expected. We will push our damage to base. Do we want anything from the trash? What are they going to grab? They're going to say Kira, I guess. They're going to say Kira. You're going to play this out. Grab our Kira. And they can finish off our leader if they want. How long do they get a hold of it? They'll go ahead and take out our leader, drawing a card for themselves. We'll claim. We'll push damage. We have the Kira in hand. That was our last Gurindin. We'll see if we can finish this one off. Kind of a longer game for the last one, but very interesting. So we can see how our top end does against theirs. There's an argument probably for us trading here so they can not get any more value out of it. In fact, I think that is probably what's going to happen. We don't want them to really draw any more cards. More Garindans is probably what they're drawing. So we'll go ahead and play out our Kira, discard, kill that off. That way they can't grab it out of our hand. And I think we'll grab our Boba Fett next. They hold for questioning. We'll claim. All right. They're getting a lot of healing here and a lot of value out of it, and we need to stop it at some point. There is a world where we just grab our Forlom and hit it. And so far, at least, they've been using it to heal, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but I think that's keeping cards they definitely could be drawing out of their hand. I think Legacy Run is something they could draw. They can ready Thrawn. So we have not seen our Thrawns. They got theirs. Lets them capture. Very nice play. We get another one. Just kind of this guy back. And they're going to rip it out of our hand, and it's going to be like this endless cycle, I think. We're just kind of stuck in right now. Tear the ship apart. We'll let them get a ship or a boba. I wonder if they go for the ship. And what ends up being resourced after will be super interesting. They go with their own boba, sure. We draw a double Forlom, which is not ideal. But we're going to trade in here and get our other Trash Walker back, and we'll pick up our own Kira or Boba. Kira. Pick up Kira, return it to hand. Now we have 2 Trash Walkers, which is pretty nice. Ditch this. We're 1 short here, unfortunately, but let's see what we can do. And I think the game just turned really nicely for them. That Thrawn was perfect timing, and I don't think we can recover from this. And I say that, and every time I say it, I draw the craving power, which is nice. We'll go ahead and put that at the bottom. So we got to play out cards so we can get our thing powered up. I don't know that we're going to get it powered up enough. We got another Thrawn. I guess they ready it, and then we kill it. If we could have drawn our Thrawn, I think we would be okay-ish, but we did not. So we're just kind of rolling with it. We'll probably draw it now where they can just let it ready and die. So I think we're stuck. Craving Power won't get there. Really nice job by them, I think. Got the right cards at the right time. Were able to take us out. That's how it goes sometimes. Getting our Ravager out of hand, getting to play something from our row. That was kind of fun to see. Able to get the victory. So nicely done by our opponent, and GG's to them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it was a lot of fun to play. I think Boba continues to be my favorite leader from the newest sets, and I'm going to continue tweaking and playing with it. In this instance, maybe an arrest would have been good in there to grab my unit back. Hold for questioning was used. Maybe I rethink what I took there, but it felt like the right thing at the time. More top end in this matchup could be good. I don't know. It just kind of got away from us at the end. We couldn't get rid of that Trask Walker. We couldn't get a unit to stick, and they did a great job. But all throughout the video, I think we saw different archetypes and held our own for the most part in them and won some nice games. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great one.